All right guys, I'm still here in sunny Las Vegas. I'm going to be going through the third part in my three-part series on the two-handed backhand. If you missed the first two parts, I'll put a link in the description below so you can access it. But now we're going to get through to contact and what happens after contact. The different follow-throughs that you can use, what should happen with your legs, and which hand is really taking over after contact. All right, so part three, we've gotten the ready position here. We have the grip, we've done our unit turn, we've tracked the ball, staying low. We're loading off that back leg, we're getting low here. Remember, big turn, a drop, and we've gotten to contact. Remember, in the last video, we talked about the different swing paths. If I want to hit a higher, heavier ball, I'm going to drop this right wrist lower and swing at a steeper angle to create more topspin. And if I want to flatten the ball out and maybe hit a lower shot that's a little bit harder with less spin, I'll probably drop it a little bit less and swing a little straighter through. That's going to affect the next part of the swing too, which is from contact all the way to finish. So on that next step, I really want to feel my left hand taking over. When I got into this position here, my left hand is behind the racket, but my right hand pulls and gets me to contact. And from that position there, I feel like this is when the left hand's going to take over and really finish that extension. So my left hand gets into contact, extends all the way out as far as I can. That's going to really create a lot of power by getting that left arm out. You look at players like Andre Agassi, that guy had a really good extension through the ball here. And there's really two finishes. You'll see a Djokovic finish and kind of an Andy Murray style finish. Andy Murray liked to take that finish, get into contact, and kind of roll it over and finish a little bit lower here with that elbow in. That would really help you pull that ball cross court, but maybe not give you as much height and depth on the ball. And then there's the Novak Djokovic finish, which is kind of the finish that I like to use, is getting into here, getting through to contact, and then really having that higher finish where both elbows come up and I come up over my shoulder and touch my back here. That's going to create a lot more depth, not as much of a rolling shot, but a little more depth. The other thing you want to remember is sometimes you do want to hit the ball short. If someone's coming into the net and I want to dip that ball at their feet, when I get to contact on a play like that, I'll probably come up a little bit sooner instead of going all the way out there. So I can create more of a dip if I brush at contact instead of going all the way through. The last part is the legs, and same thing, there's going to be two options on this. A lot of players will come in here, get low, get into their load, and then finish and just hold that left leg back. You see a lot of players doing it that way, but you'll also see a lot of top pros swinging that leg around and really getting their whole left side through. And this is the one I like to try to do. When I'm not hitting my backhand as well, I feel like I leave that leg back, but when I start swinging it around, I feel like I can get a little more power. So that's going to look like this. Getting into that unit turn, getting low, lunging in, and then through contact, I'm just going to let that leg swing around. You can see my right shoulder is pointed at my target, and it's really giving me just a complete finish and giving me a lot more unit turn because my left side of my body comes around. The other thing you want to remember is after contact, as you get through your extension, that left hand is really doing the brushing here. There's a big acceleration there. Whether you want to dip it short or extend and hit it through, you've got to be feeling that flick with your left hand and throwing that racket over your shoulder, pointing the butt cap at the ball. So there it is. That's the conclusion of my three-part series. If you follow those steps and work on them each week, just pick out one or two things and try to get all those things clicking together, you're going to have a really strong two-handed backhand. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't done so, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time.